Hey everyone, Libby from maighstirtarot. I'd like to acknowledge the Worimi First Nations people, the traditional custodians of the land on which these videos are made. That's WORIMI, and welcome to you, your guides, my guides in the universal energies. Oakley dokley, what I'm going to have a look at is Shady and Rattus Rattus. It's my new name. Haven't made separate announcements about dismantling the court systems, because they're not liking the rulings that are coming through with a third federal judge telling felon 45 where he can put his birther executive order that he scribbled with a big crayon sharpie. Okay. What I believe has happened is that both Shady and Rattus Rattus have made announcements that they are going to remove 1% of elected judges that do not align with 1% per year, I think it was, of elected judges that do not align with their way of thinking. Okay. See how this goes. I'm not sure whether it's elected or appointed judges. I don't think it really matters. Literally all I've written is Vance/Musk dismantle the courts, remove 1% of judges. However it goes. I just want to ask, using my Gilded Tarot Royale, what I find is the less I actually research something, the better the answer, because the skin being does not get in the way. Now, I know I'm a bit late on today, had a beautiful morning with the grandkiddies, and then went to Hammer Barn, for those that know all about Bluey and Bingo. It was just a delightful morning. Okay, let's have a look. Let's have a look about, okay, you want to stop there? Will they be able to? Just because somebody declares it doesn't mean that they can do it. Okay, hidden agenda. Absolutely. The unspoken part is being spoken. Absolutely. Project 2025 to the hilt. For those that bother to read it, yeah, this just plays into Project 2025, the hidden agenda. It's on full display. Okay. Challenged by, we keep something secret. Some money dealings secret, perhaps, some payments secret, or perhaps even playing their cards still close to their chest, but sort of stepping back behind the pot plant while not wanting, they've put it out there, but they don't want it on full display. So this may be sort of holding the message back a little bit about these plans, or now I've given Susie Wiles 5 Scaramucci's. What's that, about 60 days? A lot, these dudes, Felon 45, Rattus Rattus, Shady, all the rest of it. Shady's a little bit more calculated, but the other two, they just blurt stuff out, especially Felon 45. And there's a behind the scenes man panic of what the heck did he say? And massive backpedaling. So let's see where this goes. Foundation, a judgment moment, a collective awakening, starting to. Marianne from Revealing Light calls this the inevitability card. It's like they announced, they told you they were going to do all this stuff before November the 5th. They're now doing it. It's like if you weren't listening, that was on you. It's not like it wasn't heralded. Okay. So the inevitability of this is what I'm getting there, is what I'm feeling. They're telling me to go with Marianne's interpretation. They heralded it. They broadcast that this was what they were going to do, and now they're doing it. Okay, in the past, we've got the Ace of Pentacles, new plan, new opportunity, new show of strength, and who's the one that's really in charge? Perhaps the Emerald King. The strength is in the hands of the Emerald King. This new opportunity, really drawn to the weasel or ferret or whatever he is down here. Okay, we've got the 3. Okay, we've got we've got muskrat or weasel, because muskrats are actually really cute. The little weasel, we've got the rabbit, which for me is shady, and then we've got the mushroom poked down in the corner. So this is really shady and ratus. This is them, the strength of their position. And poor old mushroom or toadstool is poked away down in the dark there. Keep them in the dark and feed them. Okay, crowning this reading. Okay, announcement being made. Oh boy, information being brought forward. It's only a page. It's not a huge announcement. We've got the immediate future, the chariot, trying to move this forward. However, I'm always drawn to the fact that these two are carved from stone, but we've got, what is it, silver and gold, or is it tin and gold? Back in Egyptian times, incredibly precious materials. Still incredibly precious, but trying to move this forward. However, they might find themselves up against the Congress might make a ruling here. They might find themselves up against a ruling that's not to their liking. Okay. Internally. New plan, new announcement coming forth. Well, this might then be them taking action. What have I got here? Trying to move it forward, taking action, new declaration, hopes and fears. Wow, the courts. It's my Harris card as well, and the fact that she's right next to this rightful queen here is interesting. The outcome. I'm asking about the courts. Okay, the infighting amongst the Republicans, the throwing under the bus, a new beginning, or foolishness. Here's my election interference. New beginning with the election interference and the justice card. What are these cards telling me? Loss, disappointment, heartbreak. And we've got the stealing. Be careful what you wish for. They're having to defend themselves. 7 of Wands. Families finding themselves entrapped. And the Star of Hope and Healing and all that is good. Not liking what's on offer when there's an announcement about the false victory. Biden, Sun card. Everything comes back to this. A lot of what is being declared at the moment, I just don't feel is going to get through because other circumstances are going to get in the way beforehand. I'm just seeing what's on the bottom here. Similar story. Naivety, or is it the dementia? But could be naivety. We've got the world coming to the fore. We've got this authoritarian figure getting changed out. An emotional overwhelming or an emotional breakdown. We've got the painful birth of the new era. They just, guys, while I'm doing a reading on something, can we stick to that something? Again, they're just saying that, yes, this is what Shady and Ratus are wanting, but things outside their control are going to get in the way. Now, I know CBS came out with a so-called poll saying 53% of Americans approve of what Felon 45's administration are doing. Just know that polls can be manipulated to say anything you want. Depends on how you ask the question, depends on who you ask. I mean, if they are Plus, just Republican voters. Well, that's not very many because then 53% of Republican voters think he's doing it okay, which is less than, which is a quarter of the population, not over half. So just be aware polls can be manipulated. So where do I go with this? Where do I go with this? Show me. Will Vance and Musk be able to start dismantling the courts? Will Shady and Rattus be able to, or will anyone in that administration, I'm looking at you, Pam Bondi, will anyone be able to start dismantling the legal system in any way? Will they be able to? I'm actually feeling SCrOTUS horrified. It's like, really? You didn't see this coming? Okay. Speaking of SCrOTUS, the highest authority, SCrOTUS, challenged by this abuse of power, feeling themselves challenged by this abuse of power, this bullying. They are dismayed. Well, dismayed at what is happening, emotionally bereft. However, they have this tree here with all this possibility, all those judges at their disposal. They just need to turn around. Here we've got the star of hope and healing and the best of democracy in the past. Okay, it's in the past. Naivety, really naivety, wanting to go back to how it was, or perhaps they're going to, okay, I'll ask that next, perhaps going back to how it was, where there was stable government and protection, the immediate future. It's also my mercenary card, but I'm feeling more that they're wanting to go back to a more stable government. Here we've got plan being formulated internally, those that there are elements, Gorsesh, Alito, and Commerce, thinking they're all that in a piece of whatever else, who feathered their nest and will do the bidding of dear leader with his red hat on. This might be Comey Barrett formulating a plan. Let's see where this goes. Hopes and fears, inability to harvest. We've got the steal here. Stealing lies, but steal the false victory and being trapped. Finding themselves legally trapped. We've got, I'm not feeling this is Russia. Painful birth. That is a nightmare situation because they tied themselves, they gave the devil free rein, but they're now looking overseas for help or a new plan. Is this card again? The diplomat, the calm emotional, and then new beginnings. Okay. I'm going to have a look at this further because what I'm really feeling out of this There is some serious regret going on. But are they going to take action? They're trying to formulate. There's two camps here. Remembering that Robert sided with the 4 women. Show me, is the Supreme Court going to remove presidential immunity? Oh, have I got some cards upside down now? Back up against the wall and having to surrender legally. Okay, I'm going to bring you up and I'm going to pause because I've got half my cards upside down, and those that have been with me for ages know that I don't read upside down. Hang on a sec. I sorted my cards out. Oddly enough, this was the only one that was upside down, the 8 of, um, I think SCOTUS are going to surrender. So my question was, are they going to remove presidential immunity? And I think they are, because I'll put that there. Come on down, let's have a look. The Knight of Wands. It's usually about boundaries being set up, back up against the wall. But this way, to me, it's about making up an offering to remove the boundaries. Okay. So, well, challenged by the legal system, or rebalancing the legal system, justice. At the foundation, we've got the dictator for life, or wannabe dictator for life, in the past. And keeping a lid on the emotions, but something not yet revealed. I'm feeling like the SCOTUS, several members of the SCOTUS are doing a "What Have We Unleashed" pearl clutching, crowning the reading. This card again. The "Oh my goodness, what have we done?" Betrayal, heartbreak, loss. Card of the administration. Tearing down, destruction, infighting. Are the SCOTUS going to remove? So infighting within the ranks. 5 of Wands, 5 of Cups. 5s mean change. What was that one? That was an 8 of Wands. Conflict, obstacles. The best of democracy holding. Best of the legal system. Shining a light on the snake in the path. Full illumination, fully exposing, and strength, holding on to their strength. Closing ranks here and bringing something significant to an end. Okay. I think SCOTUS are going to remove it. I'll just, aside from the fact that there were a lot of yes cards in there, let's have a look. It's not just one thing. Ask SCOTUS. A lot of work going on behind the scenes in a collective awakening. Ask SCOTUS going to reverse. I don't even know how we got it in the first place. Surely there was some court case that went up there. Ask SCOTUS going to reverse. Oh gosh, there's that one again. Wanted to come out. I'm going to say yes. What is it? The 9 of Wands upside down. 1 before the ending. Taking away the backstop boundaries. An announcement being made, brought forward, some declaration being made, the infighting, or I'm just going to say throwing under the bus, going back to the past, how things used to be. You've got this partnership, but this misogynistic Patriarchal is fading. A decision about what path forward, what action to take. And because SCOTUS themselves are feeling left out in the cold. You've got those that feathered their nest versus those that have some sort of decency about them or honourability and reaping what they sowed. I think they're going to. I don't know when. I suspect there will have to be a court case that works its way up to them. I'm going to say yes, that SCOTUS are seriously contemplating, and I suspect it will be the 5 to 4. So who'll be looking at Gorsuch? Not Thomas. Kavanagh might side with the women. Might even be 6 to 3. I think they're going to touch wood. Okay, love to you all. Take care.